Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unbearable Podcast. And today, I'm joined again with Alex Drabik.
Yes, sir.
But today, we're talking about the Blackhawks. Yes, he's a Saints fan and a Blackhawks fan.
Now,
Don't ask.
funny story. This is not an actual New York Rangers jersey. This is a Niles Rangers jersey. You know, the hockey team right next to Gemini. I used to be really good. But as a lifelong Blackhawks fan, and as a lifelong Blackhawks fan himself, we know a lot about what's at stake for the Blackhawks in the future. You know?
Yup, and while we may be like one of the worst two teams in the league, only followed by the Sharks, which they're ass too, I think we're low key looking good for our
We
future.
have some huge potential to be really good. We're going back to the Stanley Cup in a few years. We got the best prospect we've had in like 10, 15 years. It's
Since
insane.
Patrick Kane.
Since Patrick Kane, since Crosby, since all of them, we have Connor Bedard.
He's
Absolutely.
actually, bro. He missed like 2 months and he's still leading all
And he's
rookies
still
in
leading.
like points.
He's just that
it's,
good.
Like, insane.
He's just that good. That's why we picked him for a
But
reason.
and we still have Oliver Fast, 2 freaking first round picks this year. We got like 3 second round picks this year. Bro, we're gonna be so good.
It's gonna be very good.
Ooh.
I cannot wait. You know, I brought this hat
Bro,
for a reason. 2013
we're gonna
Stanley
be
Cup
so-
champions. We're gonna come back. We're gonna have another one of these hats very soon.
We're gonna be so good. People might call it unbearable. So, if you look at the Ice Hogs roster, there's a lot of things to like. Like,
Yes.
the Ice Hogs roster, like, we're low key looking good.
Our-
I went to
Our biggest thing that we have on the Ice Hawks roster is size. Because we got some huge defensemen. We got big potential to build them up into great players, you know.
like our shortest defenseman is 6'1".
That's
like,
huge.
It's
That is
we have a
huge.
defenseman who's 6'8".
A
Louis
6'8" defenseman.
Creever.
Hey, we're gonna
He's
turn him.
insane.
We're gonna turn him into the next Zdeno Chara. And when we do that,
Like,
we're unstoppable.
and like, if you look at the Ice Hogs roster, even in our offense, I think we only have like 2 guys under, or maybe like 3 guys under 6 foot. Like, it's insane the amount of size we have.
Exactly.
Like, I went to an AHL game with the Ice Hogs versus the Wolves, and I was looking at the Ice Hogs, they're tall as hell. Like, the one thing you notice right away with the Ice Hogs is they have size.
Huge.
And, I mean, that's going to be good, bro.
It's gonna be very good. We have some great potential. And on top of that, we have many players in college that we drafted. We're gonna build them up. They're gonna be insane.
And with the draft this year, I think one thing that we need to address is obviously defensemen. Like, our defense, I mean, it's all right, but like, it's not where it could be.
Here's a huge problem. We have a guy named Seth Jones. He's not good enough to be our top defenseman. So honestly, if I was a Blackhawks GM, I'd trade him. Easily get some good picks off, maybe some young stars on defense, but for the draft, we definitely have to focus on defense. We have 2 first-round picks, many second-round picks. We have a lot of time to get some great defensemen, great prospects.
And for the most part, the Blackhawks have a very young team. Like, if you look at our roster, a lot of the guys are like around like 24, 25. We have I think we have like 2, maybe 3 guys still in their teens.
Honestly.
Like, we have Kevin Korchinski, who's 19. We have Samuel Savvy, who's 19. And then we have, obviously, Connor Bedard, who's 18. Like, the youth on our team is actually, like, kind of insane. Like, most of our players, like, we have, like, a few players who are over 30. But, I mean, the youth on our team, like, we can definitely grow this into, like, a really good team.
I feel like the old veterans that we have on our team, I feel like they will be great leaders for this year and maybe next year for our young guys, so they can learn, develop way quicker than anyone would expect. And that would be huge for our team. Other teams like San Jose, Columbus, Montreal, they also have that too, but they're not the Chicago Blackhawks. So we're just better.
Obviously.
We're just better.
And I think people forget that we have Taylor Hall. Like Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall is nasty. When he's healthy, he is nasty. Insanely good.
Bro, it's gonna be insane. And in this draft, there's some good prospects on defense. But I think we also need to talk about our goalie situation because right now
Peter Mrazek's got to go.
I don't know, bro. Peter Mrazek is low key bummed.
He's got to go.
And Soderblom, like he's 24. Why are we not having him in the AHL?
I don't get it.
He obviously is not ready for the NHL.
He is not good enough.
We've seen this year. It's just like
he's not good enough to put on any Chicago Blackhawks pads yet. He needs to get another year or two of AHL experience before he really gets to shine in the NHL. You know.
And if you see the goalies we have in the AHL, I think like we have a guy I think who's like 25 in the AHL. Why not put him in the NHL and put Soderblom in the AHL?
I don't know. You're gonna have to. If we were the GM, we would make that easy change quickly.
Like it's just like some of these like things that we do are just like head scratchers.
Sometimes we just gotta make the right decisions, but we don't, and that's why we're losing a lot. We gotta make the smarter decisions. Now, for the goalie situation, I think Peter Mrazek definitely's got to go. He needs to either get traded or released.
Without a doubt.
Sign somebody in free agency, or we could depend on the draft since we have a bunch of picks. But the best decision is to definitely sign somebody or trade for somebody because we have many great goalies out there, many great goalies. And they could be on our team and they could dominate, really. So I think that'd be a good decision.
I think, like, talking about how, like, there's a lot of great goalies out there, it reminds me that when we had Lehner. Like, I think people forget the amount of talent we've had on the Blackhawks. Like, just to name a few, we've had Robert Lehner, Artemi Panarin, Kirby Dach, freaking
Alex DeBrincat.
Alex DeBrincat. Like, the amount of boneheaded decisions that we have made, like, we could have had another dynasty with the amount of talented players we had. But we traded them all away.
The good thing is, like, the weird thing is, Kirby Dach is like in his mid-20s. He's a young and great. Alex DeBrincat is one of the best forwards in the league. That without a doubt, he's still in his young ages. Like I think he's 26, somewhere around there. We could have had a huge team with them, but we had to let them go. There was
no reason to trade them. Like, Artemi Panarin just won, like, Rookie of the Year, and then we traded him to Columbus.
I don't know why.
For what?
I don't know why. We could have made a huge, huge dynasty with Panarin.
And, like, the thing that makes me the most angry is we had a good goaltender in Robert Lehner, and we traded him away. And now our main struggle right now is goaltending.
There was defense in general.
And what did we get in return for Lehner? We got like Malcolm Subban and some picks. And Malcolm Subban, I don't even think he's in the NHL anymore.
Malcolm Subban, he's not good. He's the brother of PK Subban, but he's just ass. He doesn't know how to play.
He's more known for being the brother of PK Subban than actually playing hockey.
Exactly. He is not good. He's AHL level, and he's not even in the AHL. He just exists now.
It's just... But... And if you look at the goalies in the draft, I think with we have 3 second-round picks, we could definitely get some talented goalies. Like
honestly, yes, we can.
Mikhail Yegorov, who's 6'4". Like obviously when you're looking at goalies, you want like the taller guys, fill up more than net. But like there's some good guys. There's like a 6'5" guy. Pavel Moyeshev.
If he sounds European, he's good. Bring him to our team.
Yeah, like it's just we can do a lot this draft.
We can.
Like, 2 first-round picks, 3 seconds. Like even if we don't get the first overall pick, I think with how bad we are, we can at least get top 5, get a good defenseman, and then with the other pick, get another defenseman.
We can. We have good potential. We just can't blow it. If we blow it somehow, get a center as our first pick, then I don't know what to tell you. Just put me at the gym.
I'd rather us, instead of getting a center, draft a defenseman with our first pick, and then our second pick in the first round. If you want, you can draft a winger. I wouldn't be too mad at that.
Winger is not even that bad. We have some
Yeah.
good ones, but we definitely could use more. Centers we don't need. Like that's a locked position. But if you have Oliver Moore
We're
and
good.
Connor Bedard, that's a locked position. Defense, goalies, we need that desperately. That's a desperate need.
Yeah. But like it's just we just need to be smart. Like if we fumble this will be the biggest fumble I've ever seen from an
Worst-
NHL team.
Honestly,
ever.
yes. Honestly, yes. We didn't fumble with Connor Bedard. We didn't fumble with Oliver and Moore. That was two huge picks. We just can't do it again.
Huge, dude.
I remember 2 years ago we drafted a defenseman at like the 30th pick. We didn't know who he was. He wasn't even first round prospect. He wasn't even third round prospect. But he somehow
Do you remember what his name was?
no, at all. I'm pretty sure he's in a different AHL team, but he's not even in the NHL. So, and I'm pretty sure he was like 23 at the time. So, we absolutely we had a horrible draft there. Last year, we made the biggest comeback, and now we gotta just keep growing, get the best possible picks for our team, and then we'll be set. We'll be in the Stanley Cup in the next like 3 years.
Now, Alex, if we get the number 1 overall pick, who do you think we pick? Do we pick Korchinski, or where do you think we go with that?
Korchinski is really good. Like, honestly, unbelievably good. But there's other players that we could really get. There's Buimin Zviv. He's a 6-foot defender. He's one of the best defenders. We can get Zane Parek. He's a pretty good defenseman as well. And there's other right wings like Liam Greentree. That's his actual last name for some reason. We can get Trevor Connelly. I've heard he's unbelievably good, really fast, only 156 pounds as a 6-footer. They could be some really good picks, really good prospects. And when we develop them, then they're going to be really good hockey players.
So
Possibly, because honestly, if we don't need to get the number 1 pick, we just have to get a bunch of really good picks. Because there's many defensive prospects. We can get like 2 or 3 defensive prospects early first round. It's a basic win-win for us every time. But we don't know. It really just depends on what we do.
all right, we're back. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. Yeah, but like as we were saying, we just can't fumble it. It's gonna be like our future is looking so bright. We just can't
Exactly,
fumble it.
and we have pretty good prospects this year. So we cannot fold with 2 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks, and a bunch more. We just gotta pick the right ones.
Hey, and if we bring that 6'8" defenseman up, I mean, we're gonna be taking heads, bro. We're gonna be taking heads.
It's gonna be multiple dead bodies wherever he's around, bro.
It's gonna be so fun to watch with that 6'8".
I swear.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
We're actually lucky to even have a guy 6'8". We don't have one on our roster, and I don't think there's much in the league. So he's a one of a kind. So if we could really bring him up to the league and make him good, it's over.
Yeah, but I mean, is there anything else you want to add about the Blackhawks?
I actually have a few things. So this team is very young, but we do need a bit more veteran people to help the young guys. Honestly, we could get someone like Erik Karlsson, who is one of the best defensemen in the NHL by far, really good player. If we could somehow trade for him, give him like a 1-year deal, build up the defenseman, it's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. And another thing is, go Blackhawks. We're just too good. We got to repeat that 3-6.
Yeah, I mean, just continue like sucking right now. It sucks now, but hey, when we come back, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done it before.
I'm excited.
We've done it before.
Yeah, I'm excited. But other than that, nothing much else to say. Go Blackhawks, and until next time, don't forget to
Bear it down, baby. Yes, sir. Is this gonna be edited out? Maybe a funny blooper. I don't know.